Tread softly in the quarry where the old stones sing, each slab a memory with a chisel-shaped ring. We gather in a circle and we let the chorus rise, notes like water running off the slate and into skies. A choir made of granite and a drum beat carved in earth. We lift our weathered voices to declare the word. Stone by stone we make the song, carry it the whole night long. Choir of stones, loud and low, let the ancient chorus grow. Split the rock, now carry hymns instead. We hum until the echo finds the quiet in the bed. A melody like veins that pulse beneath the dirt. We learn the muscle memory of every hurt, then turn it into harmony and dress it in the light, so even ruined things can sing again at night. The line becomes a wall that keeps the breath, a layered voice that towers higher than the deaf. We lift until the rafters ring with all we left unspoke, a chorus for the living from the rubble of the broke. The stone remembers pressure, remembers how to hold. We carve our chorus deep until it's bold. Stone by stone we make the song, carry it the whole night long. Choir of stones, loud and low, let the ancient chorus grow. Dusk sets on the quarry, shadows fold like sails. We keep the rhythm steady, counting out our tales. A bell of timber answers every bowed refrain. The choir grows a shelter from the fragments of the plain. We stand within the echo and we stitch the scene until the broken valley learns to dream. Call the shapes and tap the rhythm on the wall. They learn to read the patterns by the way the echoes fall. A living school of sound that teaches how to stand. A chorus like a handbook passed along by hand. We train our voices soft until the big notes come, and then we let the choir open up and hum. Stone by stone we make the song, carry it the whole night long. Choir of stones, loud and low, let the ancient chorus grow. So take a piece of granite, press it to your chest. Hear all the names that lived in loves within the crest. A single whispered verse will make the echoes lean and wake the buried chorus sleeping under green. We bring it up to light and teach the young to sing. The choir of stones will keep the ring. When morning breaks the silhouette across the field, we fold the choir down but hold the music sealed. A promise made in chorus that the day will keep, a covenant of cadence written where we sleep. Stone by stone we carry on despite the cost. The choir sings until the last is lost. Stone by stone we make the song, carry it the whole night long. Choir of stones, loud and low, let the ancient chorus same, a living slate of voices safe within the hill, a chorus that outlasts both hunger and the chill. We leave our names to echo in the vein. The choir of stones will never wane. Whisper under winter stone, we walk the night. Breath like banners torn, eyes fixed on dying light. Drums of old call out, slow as thunder's wheel. Shadows braid our steps, iron and salt we feel. Lanterns burn like truth, cast against our hands. We swear the oath again to cross the ancient lands. Sing the hollow, sing it loud, raise your voice above the clouds. We are thunder, we are slow, hear the hymn and let it grow. Prints bleed on frost, maps fold into the earth. Every scar a name, every name the hearth. Guitars ring like chains, low and wide and worn. Echoes find our hearts, promise of the dawn. Smoke and rune and bone, braided into song. We keep the march alive, carry it along. Lantern keepers hum, cold light on brittle skin. Candles bow like kings before the winter's hymn. A whisper shapes a stone into a remembered face. We move like tides, measured by a slower pace. Sing into the gates, pushing at the old, holding every line, never let it go. Sing the hollow, sing it loud, raise your voice above the clouds. We are thunder, we are slow, hear the hymn and let it grow. Remembers time, rain writes on the shield. Hands that carve the runes now rest beneath the field. Yet voices climb the hill where memory remains, calling back the lost across the frozen plains. We keep the flame alive, pass it hand to hand. In hallowed halls we breathe, bound by this land. Children learn the chant, mothers hum the line. Old men nod and sleep between the verse and time. The road becomes a song that steadies every step. We owe our names to nights that we have kept. A low drum marks the heart, a string plucks out the pain. We walk the path again, and then again. Sing the hollow, sing it loud, raise your voice above the clouds. We are thunder, we are slow, hear the hymn and let it grow. When stars fall like coins into the blackened sea, we stand beneath the fall and pledge what we will be. Not loud with use, but steady as a stone. The hymn will hold us up when we face the cold alone. The final bell will toll, but still the chorus stays. Hands clasped into fists, lighting winter days. From crackling pyre smoke to the hush of midnight glass, the melody collects the pieces we amass. A single note expands until it fills the room, breaking through the dark like early springtime bloom. We answer what we owe with voices joined as one, until the hollow's hymn is sung and done. Sing the hollow, sing it loud, raise your voice above the clouds. We are thunder, we are slow. Hear the hymn and let it grow. The road will keep its marks, the names carved into bark. We leave our songs behind to kindle someone's spark. If morning finds you cold, put your ear against the stone. Listen for the choir that traveled here alone. A hymn for every child, a dirge for every king. We carry every line, and to the hollow sing. In the throat like a remembered name. We bind our words in ice and whisper none of shame. A vow that walks the ridge between the hush and roar. A promise left upon the cliff to keep forevermore. We brace against the wind and breathe the banished air. A frost-bound oath we carry with a weary care. Swear the frost, hold the night, keep the pledge and hold it tight. We will stand where winter chills, keep the oath with iron wills. Snowflakes catch the lantern and shatter into sound. Each fragment holds a phrase that turns the world around. We count the names like stones stacked high on riverbed. Each step another line in everything we said. The chorus grows like ice until it crowns the hill. We stand and sing until the valley grows still. Hands that once were soft now bear the callous mark. We trade the tender memory for embers in the dark. To guard a single truth, to keep a single light. We stitch the world together with the long and patient night. So sing the oath we made beneath the northern sun, and keep the promise until the day is won. Swear the frost, hold the night, keep the pledge and hold it tight. We will stand where winter chills, keep the oath with iron wills. Comes to claim the hunger of the days, we feed it with the chorus that has never slipped its ways. A steady hand will hold the rope if all else fails. A single voice can steady more than fragile sails. We temper every word until it is as stone, and set it like a beacon for the lost to own. rings around the sleeping town. The choir keeps its watch until the sky comes down. A million little lights reflected in the snow, each one a faithful heart that learned the hymn to know. We keep the vow, we keep the pace, we keep the time. The frost-bound oath remains our line. Swear the frost, hold the night, keep the pledge and hold it tight. We will stand where winter chills, keep the oath with iron wills. So when your breath turns white and paths no longer show, recall the simple chorus that will teach you how to go. A vow is more than words, a vow becomes your feet, a steadying cadence that will not accept defeat. We march the lanes where history has turned to stone, and swear the frost until we reach our own. Bring forward young and old, let every voice attend. The promise shared is stronger than the lonely end. We carve the oath in timber, set it by the gate. We turn our faces outward and we keep the weight. The cold will test the strong and teach the meek to stand. But in the vow we find a home and hold a hand. Swear the frost, hold the night, keep the pledge and hold it tight. We will stand where winter chills, keep the oath with iron wills. Your ear to stone, hear voices from the hollow singing you back home. Remember every promise written on the road. The frost-bound oath becomes the weight that makes us bold. And when the sun returns, it will find us still in line, still keeping what we swore across the winter time. Three stones in a circle, three breaths in the dark. We strike the flint and watch the sparks begin to mark. A hunger for the heat that keeps the cold at bay. We feed the little flames with all we dare to say. Each ember like a promise, fragile, hard to hold. But when we join our songs, they flare and turn to gold. Light the fire, thrice and more. Let it crack and let it roar. We will stand and keep the flame, call our names into the flame. Hands move in a ritual, slow as tide and time. Faces lift like pages to the hush of rhyme. We pass along the torch until the night grows thin, and in that glow a softer truth can finally begin. Guitar strings hum the crackle, bass a pulsing bone. We wear the night like cloth and make it our own. Beneath the the ashes story waits like sleeping seed. We water with the chorus, let the younger heed. A melody will sprout where embers used to lie, turning scraps of night to banners in the sky. We keep the hearth alive no matter how it costs, because the things we love are never truly lost. Like the fire, thrice and more, let it crack and let it roar. We will stand and keep the flame, call our names into the flame. From iron pots and songs we weave a living seam. The glow reveals the faces braided into team. No single hand can hold the weight of what we build. It takes a chorus strong to fill the empty guild. So lift your voice and add a spark into the room. Together we will banish shade and lighten gloom. When dawn arrives with gray on every pane, we find the embers whisper of the night's refrain. A lingering refrain that keeps the heart inclined to reach back for the warmth we almost left behind. The fire teaches us to stand against the cold, to bind our stories tight in threads of burnished gold. Like the fire, thrice and more, let it crack and let it roar. We will stand and keep the flame, call our names into the flame. So see the flame in secret, let it pass along. A single chorus note can right 1,000 wrongs. We feed the hungry chord until the dawn grows wide, and in that widening we find the place to hide. Hold fast the little sparks, name them one by one, until the night becomes a road and we are gone. In every folded map, in every closed off door, there lives a trace of sound that opens to the floor. We strike again the flint until the song replies. The ember bursts in color, opens up the skies. We claim the dawn not as a conqueror but friend, and keep the fire thrice until the final end. Light the fire, thrice and more, let it crack and let it roar. We will stand and keep the flame, call our names into the flame. Carry embers home, press soft into the clay. Teach the sleeping child to cradle night to day. May every hearth you pass keep one small stubborn glow, a witness to the lines you sung long, long ago. 3 strikes and then a chorus, 3 flames to the sky. The fire keeps our names and will not die. ledger of the voyages the wind has known. We etch the little signs that guide the sailor's eye, mark the currents turn and where the reefs lie. A heavy cord like rope pulled taut and true. We sing the path the boats must always do. Salt and rune, lead me home through the storm where cold winds roam. Anchor me with telling tunes, salt and rune, salt and rune. The harbor bell remembers footsteps long and slow. The song remembers those who never learned to row. A lighthouse made of voices keeps the rocks at bay. We speak in measured lines to keep the wolves away. A chorus like a keel that steadies every line. We lean into the pull until the stars align. Hands rough as tide, heart soft as folded paper. We keep the story safe against the nightly caper. Each verse is oiled and set to keep the engine run. Each name is salted down against the rising sun. We chant till the dawn finds every soul in place, and leave a trace of warmth in every frozen space. Salt and rune, lead me home through the storm where cold winds roam. Anchor me with telling tunes, salt and rune, salt and rune. When nets come full and sails billow with the breeze, we bring our chorus down along the trembling seas. A steady hum that matches waves and weather, binding us to one another more than any tether. So sing the chart, recall the mark, remember true. Salt and rune will bring the tide back to you. Names carved into driftwood tied to weathered posts. We read them in the morning like the letters of our ghost. A melody to guide the small through open span. A chorus for the brave, the tattered, and the grand. We carry all the weight with voices measured deep. Salt on our lips, runes in the keep. Salt and rune, lead me home through the storm where cold winds roam. Anchor me with telling tunes, salt and rune, salt and rune. So if you find yourself adrift with night above, remember that the old songs hold a kind of love. They braid a rope from memory and steady hands. They guide you gently back across familiar lands. The salt will sting but guide the path you steer. The rune will show the shore and bring the near. And when the dusk rolls in like velvet over glass, we sing again the lines that taught us how to pass. A lullaby for ships and for the men who row. A hymn for every harbor where the warm lights glow. We hum until the anchor falls and time unbinds. Salt and rune will echo in the mind. Salt and rune, lead me home through the storm where cold winds roam. Anchor me with telling tunes, salt and rune, salt and rune. Keep a token near your heart, a scrap of braided twine, a sound you hum when lost to pull the thread of time. Let the runes be compass Let the salt be a sign, a chorus for the wayward, for the ones who step in line. Hold on to every note until the morning's light. Salt and room will take you through the night.
Burn on the wind, letters of the storm, hands that shape the signs now guide a new form. We trace the ancient marks with cold and trembling hand. Echoes fold the night and make a place to stand. A brass bell in the fog calls sailors to the shore. We answer in the dark, asking for no more. Echo, echo. On the lip, the tide remembers all. Names that slid like ships beneath the harbor wall. We lift the chorus, slow wind carries every line. Maps of grief and grace sing, turn the brine. A chant becomes a keel and keeps the vessel true. We row by song until the morning pulls us through. Torchlight on the cliffs, faces turn to flame. We speak the stories back until they hear our name. Each voice a glass that rings, that will not cave. A thousand small refrains that will not cave. We bind the past with words and hold the seam. The rune echoes out like some relentless dream. Echo, echo, root and bone. Call it home, call it home. Hold the line and sound the tone. Echo, echo, make it known. Bones of ships lie rusted where the breakers cry. We stitch a thread of song across the open sky. Arms like stitched in sails will carry us ashore. We learn to read the wind by how the chorus bends, and so the echo grows until the end. Faces in the crowd become a single flame. Names dissolve to breath, but someone keeps the name. The rooms that we carve soften when we sing. The right minds round and home into something living. A single chorus line can steer the storm away. The echo finds a road and leads the way. Echo, echo, root and bone, call it home, call it home. Hold the line and sound the tone. Echo, echo, make it known. When morning peels the sky and gulls reclaim the day, we fold the song into the chest and tuck the night away. But every time the wind bends on a salt-scented ridge, we hear the rooms reply across the frozen bridge. A memory at Rimham that refuses to be gone. The echo endures, the echo carries on. So bring your weary hands, we'll teach them to be strong. String together every phrase until it forms a song. The room becomes a key and opens up a door. That door will lead to voices that are calling more. We feed the ember light with every stanza sung. An iron lantern swings like a slow and patient heart. It lights the crooked trail where strangers play their part. The flame inside is small but steady as a vow. It keeps the dark at bay the way a promise does somehow. We wander by its glow and leave our names in ash. The lantern keeps a list of every step and crash. Hold the light, hold the light, turn the dark into a sign. Iron lantern, guide me through. I will keep my faith in you. and suited memory cling to every frame. We polish little truths until they burn again. A melody like iron sparks against a hidden drum. We beat until a chorus forms and calls the rest to come. The lantern's flame will show the path that we must go. It whispers low and tells us what we need to know. Hands are left the letters tied and knot and read. Now read them in the lamp and learn the way to lead. A chorus like a rope that binds a broken seam. We walk it till the morning breaks the seam. An amber burn against the cold that will not cease. The lantern hums a note and gives the world relief. Hold the line, turn the dark into a sign. Iron lantern, guide me through. I will keep my faith in you. When wolves approach the margin of the road, we swing the iron lantern till its motion slows. A circling beacon made of song and battered steel, a signal to the lost that someone keeps it real. We stand within the circle, voices low and sure. The light will show the way to every wandering cure. Children count the flashes as the lamp arcs in the night. They learn to measure danger by the steady little light. A hymn becomes a lesson how to hold a hand, how to keep the ember bright until the land is planned. We pass it down as elders hum the chosen line, and let the lantern burn until the end of time. Hold the line, turn the dark into a sign. Iron lantern, guide me through. I will keep my faith in you. So if you find your path erased by storming sand, look for the arc of iron swinging in a hand. Follow out the cadence like a map of steady beats, and let the lantern lead you past the shallow streets. A little light can tip the world back into place. Iron lantern shows the way and keeps the grace. We hum the verses soft and feed the little glow. We add a chord of comfort to the things we know. A chorus built of coal and hands that will not stray. We shield the fragile warmth until the rainy day. And when the dawn arrives, we cradle what was bright. Iron lantern burn to gold within the light. Hold the line, turn the dark into a sign. We place our names beneath its glow and follow through.
The final lane is narrow, moon a sliver in the pain. We hum a softer rhythm to remember where we came. A single lantern swinging held by fragile hands, its little flame a compass through the last of lands. We sing to bless the passage and to call the night by name. A last lantern hymn to keep the small flame tame. Last lantern, hold me near, keep me safe, keep me clear. Sing the lines until I sleep. In your glow my secrets keep. Footsteps slow like prayers across an empty square. We offer every verse as if the world might care. A hush between the notes where memories abide, a shelter in the chorus where the weary hide. We gather up the pieces left by every dawn and stitch them into music till the cold is gone. In the rafters, a hush of settled dust. We place our little lantern in the circle of our trust. The song becomes a cradle for the weary and the wild. We teach the sleeping children how to hold a smile. A tender chorus for the fragile and the brave. A last hymn for the lantern that will keep the wave. Last lantern, hold me near, keep me safe, keep me clear. Sing the lines until I sleep. In your glow my secrets keep. Beneath the final bell the chorus gathers low. We feed the ember light until the morning shows. A quiet revolution made from every sigh, a promise that the lost will have a sky. So hold the iron light and let the choir hum. We bring the night to morning with the song we strum. If ever shadows press against the window pane, recall the steady voice that taught you not to wane. A lantern in the pocket, a verse inside the coat, a lesson learned by heart and sung in steady note. We pass along the lantern to the hands that wait, and let the hymn travel on from gate to gate. Last lantern, hold me near, keep me safe, keep me clear. Sing the lines until I sleep. In your glow my secrets keep. So if you find the road grown long and cold and thin, look for the swinging iron and step the light within. A chorus like a promise kept inside a bell, a final whispered oath that tells you all is well. We in the marching chorus hand with warms the weary brow. The lantern dims but memory keeps the vow. We fold the hymn and hide it in a chest of stone, for those who come behind to make the path their own. The final line we sing until the day is done. The lantern's voice becomes the sun. Last lantern, hold me near. Keep me safe, keep me clear. Sing the lines until I sleep. In your glow my secrets keep. Keep one light for travel and keep one song to steer. When nights go cold and voices thin, you'll find it near. A hymn to call you home when roads are long and grey. A lantern and a chorus to return you on your way. We leave these lines as promise, small and bright and true. The last lantern hymn remains for you.